Hi everybody, I'm Erin with Erin's Faces, and I'm so excited to share with you how I use our new Radiant Firming Concealer to conceal on my face. I also wanted to just show the colors, and I'm going to scooch up in my chair and show you what I like about the coverage, because you can see on here you get a lot of coverage, or it can be quite sheer, depending on how you want it. It's flexible, it's blendable, and it's buildable. So these are the steps that I do when I'm doing my face to get the really signature look that Erin's Faces is known for, which is like your skin but better. So here we go. Okay, so I've got our Radiant Firming Concealer. I've got my old school palette mirror, and I'm gonna scooch up a little bit closer. Hey, advanced technology, and just show you how I put concealer on. So I've got my foundation on, I've got my eyeshadow, mascara, and my eyebrows on. I'm just looking in the viewfinder, and I've also got hair. Okay, so this is what I do, and you can do whatever you want. So I do this little twirly thing where I kind of swirl this and go to get a little extra off. That's what I do with most doe foot applicators, just so I can control how much product I'm getting out, and I can always go back and get more, but this way I don't get stuck with a ton. So obviously I have nothing under my eyes, and I have some lovely blemishes. Whenever I do a concealer video, the world like helps me out and makes me break out. So there you go. So this is what I do. It's not very like scientific, but I do a straight like swoosh under the eye. It's really serious. You could take your finger, ring finger, and just pat that in. Because the idea is for this to mesh with your foundation, right? But to not need a heavy foundation everywhere. But you do want to blend those two products together. It's harder to see on this side because it's a little darker, sorry. I do sometimes even take it all the way out here so that you get that lift all the way across. So you get the highlighty effect. And patting. Patting versus a swoosh. Anytime you pat something, you get more coverage. If you swoosh it, you thin it out. So if you want to thin it out, like around here, where we're blending it into the foundation line, then I do like a little bit of swooshing sometimes. I'm pulling my finger as opposed to pushing it like a pat, so that those two things mesh together, okay? Lovely. Okay, so then, since we're here, I would just take the little excess that's left. You can see I'm pink, my skin is pink. If we haven't met, hi, I have pink skin. My name is Erin, nice to meet you. And so we're gonna go under the brows, which need to be shaped, but we're not gonna be judgy in this moment. I'm a little judgy about it in this moment, but I'm resisting. And there's not a lot, so it's a really, really thin little kind of 40s crazy eyebrow line, but we're gonna blend it. And all that's doing is helping the eyebrow shape be even more emphasized, even though it's not that hot, because it's not that hot. Because I did this, I was at church this morning, so this is my church makeup, and then I took my face off and I'm starting over. Multitasking, you gotta do it. But here I am patting because I do want that to stay. So now I am gonna come and cover, I'm gonna really let you in and see it. Don't look at that. Yeah, so you can see all this stuff. Really nice, pretty, nice. So I'm gonna cover that up. So if it were me, honestly, I would just go boop, boop. You can do the really significant pointed stuff, and you can do that with this doe foot if you really get very little on the product. Like if this, let's pretend like it's not really there. It's really there. So if you wanted to just do a little bit of, you know, covering just like that, because I have so little on the brush, I can do that and then just soften that in. And that's a very natural way of covering. Or you can do what I do, which is just like cover that stuff up and then go back with your finger and soften it out. And then I honestly will probably do more on my chin. So this color is a hit light for me right now, but I can make it work. But if I'm gonna do it, then I have to like commit to it. So I'm just gonna kind of bop it through here. This is what I do. So I'm evening out the other side of my chin since I pretty much whited out this side. I have to white out this side so they match. Because like I said, this is Cottonwood. That's the color I'm using right now. And in the summer, it's a hit light for me, but Magnolia is a hit deep. Magnolia would probably honestly work on my face, and Cottonwood would be good under my eyes, but like, I'm not gonna use two concealers. If I'm just like walking around the world, it's not that deep for me. It's a bad makeup artist thing, but it's true. And then, I mean, you can't not do that little guy, because all the makeup artists like to do that little guy, your Cupid's bow. And if you get some on your lip, it's okay, because we'll put color on top of it and it's fine. This is not an exact science. I'm sure for some people it is, but for me it's just like, do you need to cover it? Okay, cover it. But I like it because it blends so well. Now I'm one color, which is nice and a little more covered up. I'm not someone that's gonna pack on a lot of concealer. If I have a blemish, I'll be like, yeah, it's there, you can see it, it's okay, but I don't want the redness to be there. You can't change the texture, sorry. If you could, we'd all be millionaires if we could figure that out, but you can change the color so it just kind of blends in, and I like this because it feels like skin. Like my skin doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't look heavy. Like it just kind of looks like skin and a little bit glowy. So I'm gonna tamp that glowy down. Be right back. So that's how I do it. I put on powder, blush. I didn't put highlighter on. I put a lip on. That's it. That's it. It's not hard and it feels good. Like I said, I feel like you can cover dark circles really well. You can cover redness. You can color hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and it has a slew of really good ingredients. We've got other videos that talk about that. This is just to kind of talk about how I like to do it on me. So hopefully that's helpful, and let us know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Bye.